Today is November 14th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today out of the Big Book, we're going to continue our journey through Chapter 8, Two Wives. We'll be reading page 120. Out of the 12 and 12, we'll continue Tradition 3 by reading the second half of page 144, and we'll read the 24 Hours a Day and Daily Reflection. So with that, hope y'all are doing well this morning, my friends. We've been given another set of 24 hours, another opportunity to work the program and to be of use to someone else. That is always an exciting opportunity. So with that, let's get to the good stuff. Out of the Big Book, we're on page 120 of Chapter 8, Two Wives. Perhaps your husband will make a fair start on the new basis. But just as things are going beautifully, he dismays you by coming home drunk. If you are satisfied that he really wants to get over drinking, do not be alarmed. Though it is infinitely better that he have no relapse at all, as has been true with many of our men, it is by no means a bad thing in some cases. Your husband will see at once that he must redouble his spiritual activities if he expects to survive. You need not remind him of his spiritual deficiency. He will know of it. Cheer him up and ask him how you can be still more helpful. The slightest sign of fear or intolerance may have lessened your husband's chance of recovery. In a weak moment, he may take your dislike of his high-stepping friends as one of these insanely trivial excuses to drink. We never try to arrange a man's life so as to shield him from temptation. The slightest disposition on your part to guide his appointments or his affairs so that he will not be tempted will be noticed. Make him feel absolutely free to come and go as he likes. This is important. If he gets drunk, don't blame yourself. God has either removed your husband's liquor problem or he has not. If not, it had better be found out right away. Then you and your husband can get right down to the fundamentals. If a repetition is to be prevented, place the problem along with everything else in God's hands. At the 12 and 12, we're on tradition number 3. The only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. And if you recall from yesterday's reading, there was an atheist named Ed who was very vocal about this whole God thing. And the group originally wanted to kick him out, but Ed had them cold by saying, wait, when you guys wrote that part, the only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. Y'all meant that, right? Ed had him there. So one day Ed phones one of the AA members and says that he needs a ride or he needs some money. And the group's debating on whether or not they're going to help him. So on page 144, we'll read the next paragraph. About 2 weeks later, Ed stole by night into an AA member's house and, unknown to the family, went to bed. Daylight found the master of the house and another friend drinking their morning coffee. A noise was heard on the stairs. To their consternation, Ed appeared. A quizzical smile on his lips, he said, "Have you fellows had your morning meditation?" They quickly sensed that he was quite in earnest. In fragments, his story came out. "24 hours a day, November 14th. AA thought for the day. A better way than judging people is to look for all the good in them. If you look hard enough and long enough, you ought to be able to find some good in every person. In AA, I learned that my job was to try to bring out the good and not criticize the bad. Every alcoholic is used to being judged and criticized. That has never helped anyone to get sober. In AA, we tell people that they can change. We try to bring out the best in them. We encourage their good points and ignore their bad points. People are not converted by criticism. Do I look for the good in people? Meditation for the day. There must be a design for the world in the mind of God, We believe His design for the world is a universal fellowship of men and women under the fatherhood of God. The plan for your life must also be in the mind of God. In times of quiet meditation, you can seek for God's guidance, for the revealing of God's plan for your day. Then you can live this day according to that guidance. Many people are not making of their lives what God meant to them, and so they're unhappy. They've missed the design for their lives. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may try to follow God's design for today. I pray that I may have the sense of divine intent in what I do today. Daily Reflection, November 14th. Intuition and Inspiration. We ask God for inspiration, an intuitive thought or a decision. We relax and take it easy. We don't struggle. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 86. I invest my time in what I truly love. Step 11 is the discipline that allows me and my higher power to be together, reminding me that, with God's help, intuition and inspiration are possible. Practice of the step brings on self-love. In a consistent attempt to improve my conscious contact with a higher power, I am subtly reminded of my unhealthy past, with its patterns of grandiose thinking and false feelings of omnipotence. When I ask for the power to carry out God's will for me, I am made aware of my powerlessness. Humility and a healthy self-love are compatible, a direct result of working Step 11. Alright, my friends, that concludes today's reading, and some beautiful stuff as always. Really like the 24 hours a day, talking about looking for the good in people. Expectations are a powerful thing, and if I have very, very high expectations of myself and others, usually my serenity is low. But if I have low or at least realistic expectations of myself and others, my serenity is usually pretty high. I try not to be offended by anything anymore. It's not always easy, but when I choose to look for the good, that usually helps my peace, my serenity. So say if I do something wrong, or if somebody says something that seems offensive, I try to think, well, hey, wait a minute, what can I learn from this? What good can come from this situation? And I try to focus on that one good thing, instead of replaying the bad. It's easier said than done. It's definitely a work in progress, but thank you so much for listening, everyone. I hope you all have a great day today. And please know I don't speak on behalf of AA or NA or Al-Anon, any other sect. I'm just a friend in this lifeboat of recovery. Really grateful to be here. And if you're sober, you're a miracle. And if you're not, you're also a miracle because you have the opportunity to change today. That's always exciting. So with that, if we're given another set of 24 hours, my friends, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.